Hey guys. Look, I'm on a roll. I posted a video yesterday, and I'm making one today. It's like a streak. I didn't even really have anything particularly in mind that I wanted to talk about. Most of the videos that I've posted have been me showing you things. I saw the last two videos were about altars. I really like altars. I think people are sort of natural altar builders. We like stuff, and we do weird things with stuff. And I don't know, everyone kind of has their thing, like, you know, like grandma's mantle, where old people will have like pictures of other old people and then children and then like really tacky angels and things like that. I'm actually only speaking from what I've seen on TV because I didn't have grandparents. Or rather, not to say that I was like miraculously spawned or anything, obviously I had grandparents, but I didn't know them. Anyway, long story. So, something about altars, I was rambling. But I kind of wanted to say hello and maybe tell you guys a little bit more about me. Just because I've had like 3 new subscribers just since yesterday, and I am feeling kind of guilty because I never actually post anything. And like I said in my early videos, for those of you who haven't seen the earlier ones, I'm not attempting to be educational here at all. That's not the purpose. I'm not a teacher or anything. I'm just another pagan on YouTube with some sort of weird narcissism, feeling compelled to set up a channel. No explanation there. So, anyway, I wanted to make another video and kind of maybe tell you a little bit more about my life, provided you care. And if you don't care, you should unsubscribe. I am 26, and I have been practicing Wicca in some capacity since I was about 14 or so, 13 or 14, somewhere in there, which I guess is a really common age for people to get started. And I've practiced it in really different forms. Obviously, as a 13, 14, 15-year-old, pretty much your only option is solitary. And after several years of being solitary, and I was really lucky that I grew up in a big city, so I was able to sort of engage with the pagan community there. So I circled with reclaiming groups, and there was a radical fairy group, and now there are a lot more things there in that particular city than there were when I was living there. But anyway, I was exposed to a lot of different types of paganism and a lot of different types of Wicca, specifically. And I was fortunate enough to be able to explore that as I grew up. And when I got to college, my school had an alternative spirituality association. I tried to start a pagan student union, which failed miserably. But it worked out okay because I had pagan friends, so it wasn't a big deal. And then when I graduated, I became a seeker. And I say seeker in the British traditional Wicca sense of I sought out a BTW coven. And anyway, that's where I am now. So that's kind of a little bit of my background. I'm still in school. I'm a guitar player, so that's kind of my job. I play in cover bands and I teach private guitar lessons, and that's where most of my income comes from, but primarily I'm a student. I go to school full-time. I am in religious studies, which a lot of people think means that I'm going to seminary or that I'm training to be some kind of minister or something, which is not the case at all. Religious studies is an academic field, more in line with something like history or anthropology than theology. Theology is not what I do. I'm purely a secular scholar. Anyway, I am pursuing that, and the plan is grad school in the fall, and basically never leaving academia ever. That's the plan. I have another degree, and I graduated, and I did everything that you're supposed to do when you graduate from a good college, and it was horrible, and I went back, and I'm never going out there again. Nope, no way. But I'm lucky that I found something that I'm both good at and that I really enjoy. So that's good. So religion is kind of what I do in some capacity. So that's a little bit more about me. I don't have really an internet presence at all. The YouTube channel, very, very few people who know me in real life actually know about it. And I have another channel which is not related to Wicca at all, that I just post videos to keep in touch with my friends and family when I travel, things like that. And I'm not going to link the two just because I don't want you people mixing with them. No, I'm kidding. It's just too complicated, and I don't really post much there either, and it's really boring. So whatever. Anyway, I don't have much of an internet presence. I don't do Facebook or MySpace or any of that stuff. I really just have email and this YouTube channel. And earlier today, I think this might be the real reason I'm posting this video, I was thinking about the internet as this tangible thing that we use to connect with people who we wouldn't otherwise meet. And I know a lot of us are isolated in our religious practices just because, you know, maybe we live in a smaller town, or if you're a young person who's still living with your parents, you probably don't have the means to just go out and do whatever you want. If you don't have a car, or if there's no public transportation, or if you don't have the money to travel, it can be really, really hard to meet other people. And I'm really, really lucky that I am both a member of a coven, and I also am fortunate enough to be able to do things like go to the periodic festival, and I'm in a field that actually condones my doing things like that because it's part of my research. So that's really cool. But I was thinking about it because I'm here visiting my parents. This room I'm in, as I said in my last video, is my childhood room, which is why it's got tiger sheets. And you can see my toy horses from when I was little. So, welcome to my childhood room. Anyway, I don't have the internet at my own apartment, and I have the internet when I come here, so I bring my laptop and I can get online, and it's like this whole other world just opened up. Not just YouTube, but things like chat rooms and witchbox.com, and Craigslist, and just kind of the ways that people get in touch with each other. And I really don't have a whole lot of exposure outside of festivals, which are very infrequent. I go to 2 every year. I really don't have a ton of exposure to people outside of my own tradition. And I think that's what the fascination is for me with YouTube. Getting to see people, especially people who practice solitary, just because, I mean, I'm a member of a coven, but I maintain a solitary practice, which is both reflective of my coven training, but also things that I developed just teaching myself when I was younger, and when I was exploring on my own. I think people have this idea that you join a group and that's just what you do, but I mean, coven witches practice the solitaries too. Anyway, I don't know why I'm telling you this. I guess I just sort of wanted to tell you more about myself, a little bit more about my experiences with Wicca, why I'm here on YouTube, which I'm still kind of figuring out, as you can see. Hoping to get more involved and get to know some of you people. I think I've got about 30 subscribers or so. I've got a handful of people that I watch regularly, even though I don't comment very often, just because half the time when I get to see your videos, a million other people have already commented and said what I wanted to say, and I don't feel the need to repeat it. But anyway, thanks for those of you who have subscribed and who are actually watching this, and feel free to comment with whatever you like, and I might even make another video tomorrow. So have a good night.